What is up, rockers? Welcome back here to another Rise of Kingdoms content. So today we're going to be looking into Facebook group because 11 hours ago, we just saw that there are some betrayals happening. So what in the heck is going on? You know, betrayal is such a part of the game that it happens so very often now. I mean, it's been happening for like the rest of the 5 years that we have been playing Rise of Kingdoms. Most of the time, a lot of the betrayals are not being covered by content creators like me. So today we're going to take a chance into covering this betrayal, and I'm sure there's going to be players that are going to be either disagreeing or agreeing with this. All I can say is that don't hate on me because I am just reporting and I'm just showing you guys what I saw on Facebook. So today we got posted by COD May Down Rock. COD Me Down Rock. That's kind of an interesting name. So let's see what the player have said here. In the Lost Kingdom C 11914, which we're going to look into this as well. This is a heroic anthem in KvK. So the fire camp is composed of 2381 Imperium, 2539, which is an A, 2405A, 2253, which is also an A. Now onto the Earth camp in here, we got 1016A, 1945A, 2327A, 2804A. Wind camp is 1648A, 1839. Staying home kingdom, recovery KvK. I guess this is also A. 2061 also A, 2806 also A. Now water camp is very interesting. Water camp is 1774, which is Imperium, 1930, which is an A, 2142 Imperium, 2805, which is an A. So the story in here, let's see what in the heck is going on. I mean, he's got some pictures in here as well, and we can also look into some of the comments of what people have shared. But if you're in these kingdoms, what in the world is going on? I don't have any opinion. This is just something that I found in the Facebook group, and I think it's worth kind of like looking into. All right. So the summary basically of what happened here is that it says you're in this KvK, Fire Camp decided to ally with Wind Camp. So the Fire Camp, which is these guys in here at the top, ally with Imperiums in here. So there's basically 3 Imperium allies going against Earth and Wind Camp. That might not be a very good situation for the others in here. It sounds like a stacked up allegiance. So it says here 2381 from the Fire Camp didn't want to be with 2142. So that's another Imperium. So Imperium to Imperium didn't want to, team up from the Water Camp due to the past KvK problems. So in that sense, Water Camp applied with the Earth Camp. So Water Camp and Earth Camp applied. So with that sense, Water Camp and Earth Camp are teaming up in here. So it's going to be Fire and Wind then. All right. So first of all, I want to give credit to this player because it seems like it's very detailed. But at the end of the day, this is his versions of what happens in the KvK. So in the Zone 5 war, Fire Camp was able to defeat the Water Camp. Oh, okay. So Fire versus Water. And then Wind Camp was able to defeat Earth Camp. So interesting. So remember, the Water Camp team up with Earth. Now, Earth was defeated by Wind Camp, which is also ally of Fire. So Fire team is winning right now. So afterwards, Fire Camp is fighting against Earth, which is the ally of Water, so in the other Zone 5. Similarly, Wind Camp is also fighting Water Camp in other Zone 5. The war is a bit hard for Wind Camp as we only have 3 kingdoms out of 4 like everyone else, which is true. This one is staying for KvK recovery. So this player who's posting is actually from the Wind Camp. So what happened in here? The war is just a bit hard for Wind Camp as we only have 3 kingdoms out of the 4 like everyone else. But ultimately, 5 to 6 days of war, Wind Camp also won Zone 5 like the Fire Camp. Oh, very strong. For a 3 versus 4, I think that's a very good one. So afterwards, we had Altar War. During the Altar Wars, Wind Camp fought both Water and Earth. All right. So they fought them multiple times and won. The enemies focused Wind Camp more because we are weaker camp compared to the Fire Camp, and that is something we don't choose. Okay. And okay, let's see what happened. Then afterwards, Water Camp kingdoms have a civil war. So Fire and Wind Camp decided to stop our data calculation. Okay, why? Fire Camp 2381 leaders message 2061. So 2061 is Wind Camp A seed. And they did a voice call. In that voice call, they mentioned that they want to end KvK now and discuss end rewards before the Pass 7 opens. So we told 2381 fire camp leaders, we will talk with our campmates, and you guys should also talk with your campmates to see what rewards both sides can get. After 24 hours, we joined the call and told them that the wind all kingdoms wants the star. So we have more overall kills and deaths than fire camp. So based on this statement, it's indicating that the wind camp did a lot more fighting and a lot more contribution in this KvK compared to the fire camp, based on this statement. So fire camp said, all right, we're over here now. They also want the star. And no matter what we say, it will not change their minds. They believe that fire camp made a bigger impact on KvK and they deserve the star. So it means even if WinCap had extra kills or deaths, it doesn't matter because kills and deaths are not the only deciding factor for Ziggurat, which is a lot of times just completely true. A lot of players, typically just look into how much kills, the teams get. But hold on, DKP system indicates that there should be death proportions. All right. So just one thing that I want to note in here is that a lot of times players really just look into kills and they're not looking into deaths. But DKP should calculate this. So afterwards, we decided on finding a solution by making all kingdoms from Wind Camp and all kingdoms from the Fire Camp chat with each other openly. When we start openly chatting, ask Fire to give us a reason why you want the star. They cannot answer us, and they said they feel betrayed. Oh. Why? Why do you feel betrayed? Then we told them we are the ones with the higher data, and you guys broke our initial written agreement, and now going back on your words, these are screenshots saved for each and everything that happened. There are screenshots saved for each and everything that happened. I wonder if we're going to see all the screenshots here in this video, though, on the post. They remained quiet for 3 hours after these conversations and started messaging enemies from the Earth camp trying to make deals with them. Oh my God. Why? Why are they making deal with the enemy? Just because they couldn't get a star? Interesting. Unfortunately, the coalition leader of Earth camp informed us about Fire camp contacting one of their kingdom. So this is something that I want to say then. If this is all true, the Earth camp in here, good job for you guys for actually being sports and honest, even though you guys are losing, you got beat up, into, still reporting what happened. All right, that is, I want to say that's a good move. Honest gameplay. At the end of the day, it's just a video game. That's an honest gameplay. I like that one. If this is true, right? Maybe the Earth camp, leadership can comment in this video. So interesting. Now, after considering everything is going on, we told them we have been united allies, and since the beginning, we decided to use a third party to calculate our statistics. This KvK has been fun and challenging. Our Wind camp occupied 2 zones. All right, 5 against 2 Imperiums and 6 other kingdoms, while we only have 3 non-Imperium kingdoms, which is true, which the data says. All right, so it is beyond disappointment that Fire Camp, without any reason, changed their mind and suddenly declined our initial agreement to compare KvK statistics. So here's one of my thought process in here. Sometimes when you are matched with an Imperium kingdom in a KvK, they typically try to hold, they have all the chips, to bargain. Since we're Imperium, we deserve all of this. But if they don't perform, like if the statistic doesn't show that they performed overall like good, then they shouldn't get the end rewards then, right? If we're just basing it all on facts. But again, this is his version of the story. I'm just stating in the general terms in here. All right. So this is oppression and bullying, and WinCamp can't just accept this. We want to give you 2 options. We keep our initial agreement, and Wind will have the last zig. Wind and Fire will no longer be allies. Please consider carefully and inform us by 0 UTC. I guess that's today. That's 0 UTC already. So I don't know what they have decided. I have not been informed by anybody in this group. They never messaged me. I just saw this on Facebook group and I said, you know what? Maybe I'll make a video about this one. So this is one of the screenshots that they got. And it says here, okay, I just want everyone to agree on certain data plan to be fair. Wait, Hermione. Who's Hermione? Is this freaking Harry Potter? Hermione. You mean for end rewards? Yes, for that. We have RoK board. So they use RoK board. All right. And they've always used, and they said they've always used RoK board and KP deads being the factor. All right. So one of the last message here, happy to agree on data software of choice, but I don't think end rewards should be discussed right now when we don't even know if we're getting a fight or not. So this is last month, so this is before all the fightings really have happened because this is dated at August 2nd. All right, so here's the image of the calculation that they have. So top one is the wind camp, and then the bottom one is the fire camp. So wind camp, remember, and then fire camp. So wind camp on the top, you can see it's a lot more distributed kills of T4, T5, and total dead troops in here. But when we look into the fire camp in here, as you can see, it seems like 2381 did significant amount of contribution, more than the Kingdom 1648, 2061, and 2806. But that's also being given that they are Imperium Kingdom. So really, when we're looking to the campmates in here, the camp of the fire dropped the ball in here. 2253 only doing 68 million T4 kills, 180 million T5 kills in comparison to the other guys in here. I mean, these non-Imperium kingdoms in the wind camp did a lot of work. When we look at the total kills, 1.4, I guess that's billion kills. And then 1.2 billion kills for T4, 3.7 on T5, 3.1 on T5 for the fire camp. They did have a lot more troops lost as well. The non-Imperium kingdom, which is kind of interesting. Overall, you know, out of 3 kingdoms only. And this is out of 4 kingdoms. How could you not, you know, compete against them with 4 kingdoms already in here? So one of the biggest reason is that the key indicator that they said in here is that I saw a message there. That's one of the biggest reason why fire camp did not get a whole lot of action, maybe because it says here that the statement, all right, after we had an altar wars, during the altar wars, wind camp fought both water and earth camp multiple times and won. The enemies focused on wind camp more because they thought they are a weaker camp compared to the fire camp. So this was the issue. Like, these guys focused on the wind camp, therefore the wind camp got more fighting opportunity. But then it is not their fault though that they got more fighting opportunity, because that's what really happened in the game. And fire camp did get a lot of fighting opportunity, therefore they lost onto the calculation of the stats. So it's really not the wind camp's fault. But when we look into the stats, I guess when we're just looking at the numbers, it technically falls into the wind camp to get it. But I want to know what you guys think. I don't really have a whole opinion. I'm just trying to read what the heck is happening in here. So let's see. This guy got 5 smiley face in here. All right, so somebody sent a message here. Let's debunk the code me down message. All right, so let's take a quick look in here. It says here, you said 3 kingdom, so you are weaker. Look at 2253 stats. I don't think we can count that as a kingdom, especially because they didn't send alliances on the war zone. 2253. So 2253 is the one that didn't really have much kills. All right. They just sent few players that did really low stats compared to all other kingdoms. Fire camp is stronger than wind camp is false. Wind camp are top 1 KP in this KvK since start. And finally is that 1648 talking about betraying on a KvK is laughing. So I guess there's a history of betrayal before. So very interesting. There is a little bit more, kind of a topic in here. He responded, why don't you post your game profile before you call someone with 15 billion KP a clown? So whoever this guy is, Pepper from 2381. All right. It is interesting. So Dan Red says, I only read Luffy's comment where he says that final rewards will not be discussed until later, since it's not known if there will be a fight. And says here, yes, sure, Final rewards not discussed before fighting, but everyone agreed on using the stat master to calculate kills and deaths for KvK. And even our campmates Kingdom 2539 said that KvK end rewards is decided by kills and deaths data. So there's definitely a lot of ongoing, topic in here. I mean, it's almost like a never-ending story right now. So let's see. Let's do a 3 versus 1 against 2381 bullies. Oh my god. So somebody even says, as a member of 2381, I agree. What is going on? Is there really betrayal or not? So I wonder what ended up happening in here. Let's take a quick look on who is 2381. All right, so we're visiting 2381. We should visit their KvK as well. But 2381 is governed by two alliances in here. BT, been there. I feel like I've seen them before. Been there. All right, so they got some pretty powerful players in here. This is at 13 billion power. And then let's take a look into the other one in here, 12 billion power, Vini, Team Violent Vini. All right, so let's take a look into their Lost Kingdom. Let's see what happened here. I wonder if there's like betrayal wars now ongoing in this. All right, so Kingsland's not opened yet. OMG. This can be juicy. This can be very, very interesting. So, man, I wonder what's going to happen. So WIB is in here as well. Oh wait, this is not will it watch it burn. All right, Weeboo official. Wait, what the heck is that? So this part is the Earth Camp and Vini. All right, this is 2381. So when we look into here, Earth Camp 1945, 2381. So remember, they are against each other. And then Wind Camp was Fire Camp's ally. All right, so there's not many ongoing stuff in here now. So over here, Past 7 hasn't opened yet. It'll be opening in 10 hours, so that's going to be very interesting. So our friends back then, I think these guys are used to be in 1412, 1774. So they are Water Camp in here. Okay, they're not part of the drama, but these are the KNT. They were with us before in 1412. I remember them, both, at least the Q8 teams. All right. So they're not part of the drama, but they're burning right now. What the heck is going on? And, I'm just first time looking into in here. Oh, this is Dollar. This is where Dollar, 1930. This is where he went. Interesting. So quite interesting on what's going on in here. So let's see. The map. Yeah, this is going to be very, very interesting on how things are going to unfold. If there's betrayal and, trying to get that Kingsland, who's going to secure the Zig. They haven't even opened up the Kingsland in here, and there's betrayals already, or rumors of betrayal. So this is definitely one juicy content to see what is going on. I definitely need some update from people in here that are in this kingdom. Take a look. This is 2806. So this is the water camp in here, the 2806 over in this area, water camp. Wow. Very interesting. I might have to keep an eye on this. So if you guys are in this kingdom, what the heck is going on? Please let us know. I'm very, very curious. Is there going to be, a whole lot of betrayal and a whole lot of bickering? It's part of the game, but it's definitely very interesting. Please let me know. Anyway, I'll see you guys again next time. Don't forget to hit like onto reporting this, drama that is ongoing. And don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you again into the next video.